Welcome to Joa Fitness Health Wellness Video Podcast, a space to ignite your day through positive conversations. We bring people that have created excellence in their life, sharing high vibration in their reawakening path.
Hi guys, here from Toronto. Welcome to the podcast, the Joa Fitness Podcast. Today we have two great volunteers and contributors to this beautiful transformational awakening path that we all have. And these two girls are actually very meaningful in my life because they are from Venezuela and they were from the same school that I studied my high school. So today my two guests are two girls that are committed to a beautiful service and a beautiful organization, and they will talk to us, they will tell us about their organization, when was founded, and what is the main objective of having this beautiful foundation, right? It's a foundation. Yeah. And basically we will go through when was founded, how is it now, and what is actually causing the impact now in especially in Venezuela in this moment. I am from Venezuela and they are from Venezuela, but they're not now in Venezuela. I am now in Toronto and you guys are in Florida, and we are raising awareness about the situation in our country, and we're not just crossing our arms and being ignoring the situation. We're actually taking a great action plan through this beautiful organization that I want to tell everybody. So let's go from the beginning. First, introduce yourself with your name and a little bit of the organization. When was founded and how? Welcome.
Hi, how are you? My name is Viviana now.
Hi, Viviana.
My name is Leontina.
Yes, Tina.
Yeah.
And so just a little bit of background about the organization. It got started about 2 years ago. A group of classmates that studied at Colegio de la Concepcion all got together.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was after the tragic passing of one of their previous classmates that studied together with them. And she passed away because she didn't have the medicine that she needed to treat her diabetes condition, and she was in Venezuela. So the organization really began from this event that took place and really affected a lot of the classmates. And because of the great friendship that they all had together, they decided to take action and do something to help.
Yeah. So this student, she was an ex-student from the school de la Concepcion, right?
Yeah.
So she had diabetes and she could not find the treatment.
Insulin.
The insulin to be treated. So how frustrated was this for you guys when you guys heard this?
This is something that we experience basically every day, because we see the effect that it has on people that are close to us. So for something like this to happen and for it to hit so close to home was something that really triggered our need to help, and that's why we decided to create Banda Azul.
Okay, so that's the name, Banda Azul. So Banda Azul means blue band. So why the name of blue band, and if it's like something related to the school? I know what it is, but I want to hear about it.
Yeah. Because the uniform that the classmates used to wear always used to have a blue ribbon that they used to tie around the skirt. So that's why we got the name Banda Azul, to kind of tie back to the Escuela de la Concepcion.
Okay. So to give you a little bit information for the people that don't know about my school. So this school that we're talking is just a Catholic school that was founded many years ago in Spain. So it is coming from congregation, let's say, of nuns that they have these Catholic schools spread around the world. So one of them is the one in Venezuela. So I had the great opportunity to be going to this school all my high school, and I basically what I was formed to be who I am, what I was taught, and I had great times there. So it brings me back to my childhood and my teenager's life, right? My teen life. So basically, I left Venezuela when I was 19, but I always been connected to the people from our classmates, right? So I got connected to my classmates last year because it happens an event that in December we could not find enough funding to support this school that is a daycare, right? It's a daycare that is taking care of kids from 1 to 7 years in some low income places in Caracas, Venezuela. So when I heard about that situation, that the kids couldn't eat breakfast or lunch because there was no money, the government wasn't giving any subsidy, any support, then one friend from England who was also an ex-classmate from 2000 when we graduated, she and I, we talked and we tried to raise some money, and between her and some support that we did from Singapore, in that time I was in Singapore, we supported and we could find 6,000 pounds, in the fundraising that she did from England. So that was very optimistic situation in December, because now the kids could have some hope that they still can go to the daycare and have breakfast and lunch. And this will cover main food. We're not even asking for a fancy food. This is actually plantains, eggs, and rice. Basically, that's what the kids eat there. But it's better than being home with no support and no even supervision or anything, because the parents need to go to work. It's important to tell this little story for people to understand, because the situation in our country is pretty rough in the moment, and the people don't know this internationally. So because I teach yoga and meditation, this is really making me aware of what's happening, and trying from me to become a little bit more active and like activist, if you want to say that, and take some actions. So when I hear about many organizations, I love it, but especially Banda Azul is something that it relates to me in this moment, because it's connected to my high school, it's connected to the people that I know, and I know that it's going to the right hands, right? So that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you girls. When you founded the Foundation Banda Azul, how was the process, and is it like now a legal organization, and so people can get to see about the taxes and all that? I think people care about those things too. So if you give us a little bit of information about the Banda Azul Foundation.
Yeah, so one of the major problems that we're facing with Banda Azul is the skepticism and lack of confidence with the donors. So a lot of people are skeptical to donate to a lot of these organizations because some of them have become fraudulent and the donations haven't reached the correct place.
Yes.
In order for us to be legitimate here in the United States and to receive donations, we're actually a 501c3 organization, and we're one of 4 in the United States, in Florida, in Miami. So essentially what this does is that it allows for tax deductions to be made when you are donating to our organization. And another way that we've tried to combat this skepticism is that we actually have a base in Venezuela. So our products and our donations go directly to that base in Venezuela, and then from that point is where they're dispersed to the different campaigns that we have. So the hospital that we support, or the nursery school. So we make sure that all of those products that are coming from here to there are being appropriately delivered to these organizations. And another way that we can make sure that they're being used for the right purposes is we actually have different reports that are made so we can track how the children are doing nutritionally, if they're doing better, if they're doing worse, depending on what we do send them, which is usually milk, supplements, etc.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is great. I mean, this is very important to know, and to make it clear that whatever we receive is being supervised, is being monitored, and then also and evaluated, right? If it's actually going to, is causing the right impact in this organization, which is, so it's reaching three main causes, right? It's going to the kids, to the retirement place, and also to the hospital.
Yes.
To the hospital. Can you please remind us about the website and where to find it, and what are the best ways to donate? If it's also just by financial support, or we need volunteers that are actually now in Caracas in Venezuela, and they're willing to come and do some work as well.
So you can contact us through our website, where you're going to find all of our emails. I don't know if you can maybe attach the website to the bottom of the link once you post the video on the YouTube, so everyone will be able to see it.
Okay.
And through that website, you can find our emails and you can contact us directly. And in terms of volunteer support, anything we can get will be wonderful. We always need a couple of new helping hands to help either here or Venezuela. We're always trying to expand, and that's really our vision for the following years, is to really grow as a foundation and as an organization, and the more people we can get on board to help us, obviously, the better.
Okay, so we go to your website, and then there is a segment of donation, right?
Yeah.
And then donation has a minimum, or anybody can donate?
No, you can donate any amount. Any amount helps.
Okay, yeah, that's great to know. And then in terms of like the goals for 2018 in December, do you have a particular project or something that you want to tell us and remind us?
Well, for now, we want to make sure that we continue with the three main campaigns that we've been working on, which is the hospital Padre Machado, which is in the Montalban area, and we're basically delivering medical equipment to there. The retirement home Madre Emilia, which we're also donating medical equipment, and then lastly is the Colegio Madre Salles, which is the school for the kids. And then lastly, a campaign that we also work on is to help the ex-students of the Colegio La Concepcion and those that still live in Venezuela.
Okay, I got you back. Yeah, I lost you for a moment.
Oh, where did it cut off?
On the Venezuela. You said like those are living in Venezuela.
Yeah, so we're also, another one of the campaigns is that we're going to help the ex-students and the alumni of the Colegio La Concepcion and those that are currently living in Venezuela, so that we can make their situation a little bit easier for the time that they're there.
Now, because it's so difficult now to do anything with Venezuela because all the markets are closed. What are the biggest difficulties that you are experiencing in order to give this process going? Like, is it like any shipping, anything that you can tell us, and maybe some people can hear it and can help us? Something that you can.
I think in terms of the delivering process, we have a good system going because we have, as I specifically said before, we have the base in Venezuela.
Okay.
So we're able to send directly our products and our donations to that base. But definitely we need to make more awareness about what's going on. And I think that would be a big help because a lot of people are skeptical, like I was saying previously, about the situation and about donations. So if we could facilitate that process and like people such as yourself that are raising awareness about the situation, I think that would be a big help for our foundation and for everything that we need to do there.
Exactly. Yeah. So, is there like a particular area that you would like to explore that you haven't done it yet? Because so far the money is going to for food, right? Like food for support, like education. Are you guys been able to provide systems of education for the teachers or something related to that?
As for right now, no. But
because the board only applied for medicine and food, okay?
Just medicine and food, okay. Is this something that you guys want to raise awareness of, something that we really need to get and it's very difficult? But in particular, like a medicine that or like a food that is actually hard, or?
No, the problem is we only can send the complement vitamin, the vitamin because we can buy in USA is medicine, okay?
Okay.
And sometimes we receive money, we send the money to Spain because in Spain different medicine we don't buy here, if possible can.
In Spain.
And in Spain have the other student with us, La Concepcion, and he buy this product for example, Eutiros is very cheaper, and you can send buy, don't need to receive or order medic. He buy and send to Venezuela.
Yeah. So there is still a little bit of a limitation in terms of medicine. So far you guys are just working with supplements and multivitamins, but you guys doesn't have the access to bring prescription drugs into Venezuela, just certain ones from Spain, right? That's what I understand.
Yeah.
Now, let's say if I'm listening to this conversation and I'm actually interested in be part of Banda Azul in terms of volunteering. Like I'm in Caracas and I want to go and I want to volunteer with my hands. I want to be there. What program do you have for people that want to actually be in action?
Well, we have right now nothing really. There's really a contact there that you can reach out to, and that would be in our email section. So, but the email and all of the website is run by all of the students, the ex-students that are here. Yeah. So in order to become aware of any of the possibilities that are available for volunteering in Venezuela, the best thing that anyone who is interested should do is just to go to our website, look at all of the emails, and contact either one of us. And in that way, we'll be able to give more specific details as to how that can help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in terms of like from now, we are in 2018. How do you guys see yourself in 2028 within the organization? Like, do you see the organization being bigger or like having other aspects or other areas to cover, like maybe the animal rights or something? Like, do you have any projects for the 10 years from now?
For 10 years from now, we want to grow in all aspects. So we definitely want to be a bigger volunteer base here and there. We also want to reach out to more organizations. So right now we're only working on these 3 campaigns. And even though that we're making this small difference, it really makes a big impact. But if we can find some other organizations that we can work with, specifically kids that really need it, and the elderly that are having a hard time with medicine, those are definitely goals that we would like to have for 10 years from today.
Yeah. Well, Viviana and Tina, thank you so much for your time being in this moment, sharing all the information that is so important to know. Being Venezuelan, for me, this is very important because now I'm not just sitting watching on the TV how difficult it is to be in Venezuela. I'm now taking part of this nice project, giving spread it around the world and just giving more hope for the people there, and just to remind them that they're not alone, even though that the government is not taking care of what they're supposed to. They still people that we are thinking about them, that we are trying to raise awareness, and then that they're not left behind. So just to make them notice that everyone is being taken care as the best way as possible. But the more we can spread the voice to other people, the better. So for everybody that is listening to this podcast, if you have that curiosity of how to collaborate, again, go to the website. Can you repeat the website?
www.bandazul.com.
Banda Azul is BANDAAZUL.
Yes.
.com. Okay, so that will be the best way. Check the website and try to make your donation. Even $5, $1, any. Actually, $1 is going to feed one kid a month.
Yes.
Believe me, this is true. $1 will feed one kid a month. So this is a huge support that we need. So the part from here, I just want to send you a big hug and a big wave of light and support and patience through this beautiful journey. I know how hard it can become, especially with all the frauds and things that can be involved. If you guys have any other anything to say before we just our farewell, anything that you want to say before we finish?
I just want to say, and for Tina as well, thank you for having us on this podcast, and I think it's wonderful what you're doing and really making the voice of Venezuela and everything that's happening there be heard everywhere. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, always. As Venezuelans, we never forget where we're coming from, and we always support them as much as we can with actions like you, girls. So I'm very proud of what you have done. So let's just get these hands now to work together even more, and all the support, even $1 is so important. So thank you so much for everybody for listening to this podcast in English. It's going to be also in Spanish for the Latinos. So wait for us, and have a beautiful day anywhere where you are. Remember to go into the website and get yourself in action for this beautiful cause. Thank you so much.
We invite you to subscribe to this channel and share with your community. Please leave comments below, and if you like the episode, click the like button. Have a beautiful day.